Hey guys, this is Charles here, and as evidenced by these guys on the little platform I got for them, this video is about Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, the movie, not the toy line, although they will have a lot in common. Now this little video will have some spoiler and plot related topics, so if on the small chance you're watching this and you haven't seen the movie yet, beware. I'm not going to go too in depth about what's actually in the movie though. It's enough to say that, in general, my feelings on it are it's a good action movie. You know, a good summer action movie, kind of like ID4 was. It's not really a good Transformers movie. It's not really a good piece of Transformers fiction either. My problems boils down to there's so much happening on screen and it's not that there's a lot happening on screen, it's just that so much of the wrong thing is happening on screen. This is my complaint about the first movie too, was there's just too many human characters taking up spots they don't need to be in. The hackers were the perfect example of that in the first movie. In this movie we've got, the comedy roles being filled by a variety of different characters. We've got this guy right here, Wheelie. We've got the twins, Mudflap and Skids. They're on the shelf. You've got John Turturro returning as Agent Simmons, and of course Leo, and the parents, of course. And to be honest, I didn't really need half of them. Okay, Simmons is funny. Simmons and Leo, very funny, but I didn't need Leo. I just, needed Simmons. That was fine. Leo and the twins and Wheelie. Okay, they're Transformers, so what, I'm gonna let them be because I like having more Transformers in the movie. The parents, honestly, I see why they came back at the end, but I didn't need them to be there at the end. I didn't need them to be taking part in the battle, so to speak. Having them just kind of appear at the end, yeah, that would have been about the same thing. Especially given how it ended with just this series of shots. Other things that were kind of not so good. You notice that how Wheelie here is a bright blue, and how Ratchet's a bright green, and even Ironheart's a kind of a bright black. And then you get him to Mr. Screamer right here, and he's gray, and how Megatron's kind of gray. And how Grindor or Blackout or whatever the fuck his name is gray, and how Soundwave is gray or silver or whatever you're gonna call him. Yeah, it makes telling the Decepticons, who still don't talk nearly enough, makes telling them apart really hard. They don't have any characterizations in them. Okay, four Decepticons. It's four right there. Get characterization. You have a Fallen doing his best "I'm an evil badass" impression. You have Megatron, who was the evil badass, now he's doing my master impression. So I guess he's Vader now. You have Starscream, who actually got a pretty good characterization as a sniveling little, git, I guess, to use a British phrase. And you have Soundwave, who just floated around and did nothing. I guess that's his characterization. Aside from that, nobody else did. What the fuck was the Pretender there for? Okay, yeah, it was a good idea, but, even back in the time, I can see it was it's a good idea to go back to Hasbro's past, basically, for ideas, but nowadays, everybody sees it, goes, it's a Terminator ripoff. And it may have been back then as well, I don't know. But that was completely unnecessary and pointless. Let's see what else is incredibly effing stupid. Oh, the NSA guy, yeah. Okay, the parts where they're leading up to, the nest being dismissed and all that stuff. Very formula driven. You know what's coming. Kind of like a lot of the story. You know what's coming. It doesn't make it any less cringeworthy most of the time. Yeah, it was funny seeing the guy shot out of an airplane essentially. But it still didn't justify, to me at least, him being on screen. And that's kind of one of the real problems of this movie, I guess. It throws a lot of things out there, but it didn't need to be up there. We could have done it with another rewrite, like the hatchlings thing. Decepticons have hatchlings. Huh? What the fuck's that all about? Are they doing something very, very wrong off camera? I mean, how the hell did Hasbro let that slip in? And then you have the whole matrix of leadership and the Allspark and Seekers. Okay, so how they use the term Seeker, that was clever. Okay, I can buy that. Matrix of leadership, not so much, but, if they're going to kill Prime off in the third movie and make sure he's dead, I hope the hell they remember what they did in this movie. So that it makes sense. I mean, it seems like I'm bashing on the movie a lot, and I'm trying not to. It's just that it's not a great Transformers film to me. I don't have it out. But, I mean, the '86 movie to me is still the best Transformers movie we have. Hell, even animated, now that it's over, was a better piece of Transformers fiction than this was. Despite the fact that animated suffered from not having the beginning definitive end like this thing did. Okay, let's try and talk about some things that are funny and good. The twins, yeah, they were funny. They had a good couple of lines. They had a couple duds. Comedy in general was kind of hit or miss. Sometimes it was really funny, sometimes it wasn't. This guy had some of the funnier bits. The workshop, the garage scene was funny. Him humping Michaela's leg, I didn't need to see that. I really didn't need to see that. Especially after the dogs being, I guess, the foreshadowing in the beginning of it. The parents, again, funny, but after the mom has the brownies, we could have just cut that, put them in a car, and, not seen them again until the end of the movie. The twins, as I said before, funny. They've got great lines. Some of it not so great. And that was the other real problem I have with the movie is, yes, I'm being negative again. I go to a Transformers movie to see Transformers. I want to see them interact and talk. I don't want to see them stand around and do nothing. I mean, the most lines of the movie came from Prime, which I was okay with. The twins, arguing with each other, which was largely pointless and just for humor. And I guess Jetfire. The guy out of all the next most lines, I think, was Ironhide. Okay. I know what Ironhide is. I still don't fucking care. We got the female Autobots. Does anybody know what the hell they are? Can someone explain that one? I'm trying really hard to be fair and objective with the movie. It's a good action movie. You feel your heartstrings pulled at the appropriate times. You see the oh shit moments at the appropriate times. You laugh at the right times. It's just, there's a lot more that could have been done with it. Like the first one. I really don't know what else I can add to that. I'm going to near the 10-minute mark here. So I'm going to sign off here right now rather than ramble on pointlessly. And say that this has been my video on Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.